Good morning, everyone. Today is Thursday, April 2nd, 2020. Today I'm going to be reading a story called A Frog Thing. This frog named Frank is a bound and determined little frog, and we're going to learn about his determination in this story. It's a great time to read this book because it's springtime, and when I think of spring, I think of birds chirping and building nests. But there are some frogs called spring peepers who make an awful lot of noise. And if you're ever either walking or driving by a pond or a lake or some kind of watery area, if it's sunrise or sunset, you might just hear some spring peepers. They make a really loud noise. We have some that live in our pool during this time of year. So if you can't hear it already, which I don't think I've heard it already, it'll be coming to a pond near you very soon. Be on the lookout for those spring peepers. A Frog Thing. Here we go. This is written by Eric Druckmann, illustrated by James Mascarello. And let's remember that an author is the one who writes the words for a book. An illustrator draws the pictures. I love the pictures in this story. He has lots of facial expressions that we can all relate to. This is Frank, and he's pondering something. Pondering doesn't mean anything to do with a pond. He's thinking really hard about something. Pondering. Frank wanted to fly, but he was a frog, and frogs can't fly. He's admiring those birds from a distance. Frank was different, though. Special, aerodynamic. You can do whatever you set your mind to, Frankie, his parents had promised. How many of your parents have told you that? You can do anything you want to do. You can be anything you want to be. I know they have. And I know Miss Moss has said that as well. So Frank set his mind to flying. But it was more like falling than flying. Everybody laughed at him. That wasn't nice. Look at him with that lily pad over his head. He's embarrassed. Tired and discouraged, Frank buried his head in his big webbed feet. And that's how Frank's parents found him. Frank explained his problem, and there was a long silence as they thought about how to respond. Frankie, started Frank's dad, finally. When we said you could do anything you set your mind to, we meant any frog thing. See, flying is a bird thing. Just like staying underwater forever is a fish thing. There's his dad talking to him. Yes, you should find a frog thing, said Mom. But I want to fly. I'm sorry, kiddo, but frogs can't fly, explained Dad. No, agreed Mom. We swim. And we hop, but we don't fly. They don't understand, he thought. We understand, they said, and patted Frank's shoulder. Frank sat in the dark, still sad, but growing more determined. I'll show them, he thought. I'll learn to fly, and I'll fly right over the pond. He's determined. He jumped and ran and leaped and dove. He flapped and flapped and flapped, and finally just flopped on top of a leaf to rest. He soaked his sore feet and hung his heavy head until wearing himself out trying to fly. I like this picture right here. Look at him. All four legs. He's trying to make wings even though he doesn't have them. Splash! Something crashed into the water and started to sink. Frank leaped into action. It's a little baby bird, he thought. He swooped down, swept her up, and swam her back to shore. Aw, Frank saved her life. Birds can't be underwater. The nervous mother bird hugged her baby tight. Her baby coughed, then wheezed, then opened her eyes, safe and warm in her mother's wings. The mother bird turned and kissed Frank right on the cheek. He was very surprised and a little embarrassed. Thank you, she chirped. What a great swimmer you are. How can I ever repay you? I have a prediction. Do you have a prediction? What do you think will happen next? Think about that. How can that mother bird ever repay Frank? I bet I know what he's going to ask for. I know that Frank really wants to fly, and birds can fly. I bet Frank is going to ask that mother bird to teach him to fly. I'm going to keep reading and see if I'm right. Oh, it was nothing, ma'am, said Frank, for he was a very polite and modest frog. Please, I want to do something for you. Anything. Well, suggested Frank, I really want to fly. But frogs don't fly, said the mother bird. I know, admitted Frank. And you still want to fly? Frank shrugged. I've set my mind to it. I was right on that prediction. He did ask her. Now I wonder if they can make it happen. She looked in his eyes, then flew off in a flutter. Wait here, she cried. I'll be right back. I wonder what she's going to do. And she did come back with another bird and a twig between them. Oh, what might happen? Grab on, she called. I have to show you the picture first. Look at this picture. Doesn't that look like fun? He looks like a trapeze artist in a circus. Before he knew it, they were high above the trees. The morning sun streamed through the sky, and the wind whistled over Frank's slick green chin. It was a little scary at first, but soon he relaxed as they glided and rose and swooped and dove. Where do you think they might need to go? Do you remember what Frank had told his parents? Everyone hurried to see Frank fly. They watched from the bank as he and the birds passed high overhead. "This is no ordinary frog thing," observed Frank's mom. So they did go over the pond. When their flight was finished, the mother bird pulled Frank close. "You are a very special frog," she said, and with a whoosh of her wings, flew back to her nest. Breathless, Frank waved. Thank you so much." Frank hopped home, somehow lighter than before. He was very grateful for that experience. On his way, he met his folks. "Frankie, we saw you up there," Mom beamed. "Fantastic," croaked Dad. "You can do anything you set your mind to." "Anything," agreed Mom. "Well, any frog thing, maybe," Frank explained. "The birds were the ones flying. I was just holding on. But I do think I could be one of the great swimmers." His parents smiled proudly as Frank joined his friends in the pond. Frank wanted to fly, but he was a frog. And frogs can't fly, but they sure can swim. That is the end. Be on the lookout for some frogs. Send me some pictures of frogs if you find them. And if I hear some spring peepers, I will send you some pictures or videos. And I'll be listening for those sounds too. I hope you guys have a great day. Love you and miss you. Bye.